So you think your weight is fine and you can eat whatever you want, but doctors say there is one big thing you're not considering that could be posing a serious health: belly fat. Dr. Samadi, I start with you. You see a lot of men, especially women too, we kind of get that little gut. Why is that the dangerous fat?
Well, for women, it's not a big problem because most of the fat is almost like a pearl shape. It's around the hips, and that can actually be protecting you women. But for men, it's all belly fat, and it's all inside the abdomen, called visceral fat, and that's the one that is going to kill us. That's the dangerous one. How do you know you're really obese? We always talk about body mass index, but I want people to also know that if you take your height in inches divided by 2, you take your height in inches divided by 2, that should be your waistline. And for men should be less than 40, and for women should be less than 35, and we'll post this online. There's another one that just came out, another study, where you can just take your waist, measure your waist, and measure your hip. Waist divided by your hip should be less than 0.9. And if it's more than that, you have a problem. Why is belly fat important? Because belly fat today, we don't think of it as just cosmetic. It works like an organ. It can basically secrete a lot of inflammatory cells. It can go by the liver, squeeze the liver, so your bad cholesterol, LDL, will go up. Your HDL would not be good. It also squeezes your kidneys. When you squeeze the kidney, your sodium will go up. You end up with blood pressure. So now you have cholesterol, you have blood pressure, you have insulin resistance. That's metabolic syndrome, and that's what's going to kill us. So get rid of that belly fat. Well, I know we just had a lot of turkey.
How do you do that? I mean, how do you get rid? What's the best way to get rid of belly fat?
Ask him how much weight he's lost on Sunday house call.
Well, that's different. That's role modeling. I mean,
He's done great.
I work out a lot. You know, there's the reasons I work out. But
do it.
Okay, so first of all, Eric, I think people need to understand that they have to lose this. David has identified all these issues here. These are inflammatory hormones that go right to the heart and give you heart disease. They give you high blood pressure. They give you diabetes. So it's not innocent, this belly fat. The best way to lose it, and you asked me that, is exercise, changing your diet, cutting down on carbohydrates. Alcohol is a big reason that people build up belly fat. Wow. They call it beer belly for a reason, because alcohol is turned to estrogen, which ends up being deposited here. Visceral fat means fat around the organs. It's the worst kind. It has all the inflammation and hormones in it that leads to right to your coronary arteries, leads you to have heart disease, diabetes, something called insulin resistance, where your insulin is not working as well. And then there's a vicious cycle, because then you get fatter and fatter.
So what's the best thing?
Inactivity is the bad thing.
Okay, and here we are, we've eaten so much after Thanksgiving, we're going to be looking towards the Christmas meal next. What should we do in the interim to kind of prepare for that?
Well, you know, I was just about for you to ask, like, you know, look, if somebody's watching this program is going to say, like, these guys are full of it. I've done every exercise, I've done all the diet, and nothing is working. What do I do? Do I go? We talked about liposuction and surgery last week. The bottom line is the best way to get out of these holidays, it's a portion control. So you always want more. One of the tricks is, like, take your plates and use the small ones. Use chopsticks. I know it sounds like cute or whatever it is, but it really works. And self-control. There's nothing more than self-discipline, because you want to go for that extra cookie and just pull back. Ask yourself, do I really need it or not? And just by that, you're going to stay away from it. And it's so easy to get rid of this. In the morning, you can drink some cold water with lemon. And that really works well. Okay. Yeah. Add a little apple and fruits and vegetables.
All for that.
There.
Great point.
You like that?
I love that. And the belly fat leads right to bad cholesterol that I worry about all day long. So if you manage to do what David said in the morning, and then exercise and drink a lot of water and a coffee, we love coffee in the morning, you lose weight, and then your cholesterol is going to
increase your metabolism.
Absolutely.
What about that fried turkey?
I invited you to come home, you and Lisa, and you did not come.
Once a year.
Sounds great.
Once a year, you deserve it.
Small portion.
Fried turkey at Thanksgiving.
It was delicious. Oyster dressing.
Who cooked? Did you cook?
No, my mom.
That's good. Hi, Mom.